How we doing? How we doing? Nah, don't get scared now. I be laughing so hard my stomach hurt, man. Welcome to Larry's World, mother truckers. Yeah. How many people? Can you dig it? Yeah. Welcome to this beautiful Thursday night, April the 16th, 2025. Let's thank God to be alive, y'all, and let's rejoice and be glad in it. I'm doing a late night video, y'all. I normally, by now, I'm normally done. I've normally been on through in the towel. But, I figure I'm going to go to get this late night video off. I don't have my phone with me. I left my phone and stuff in the house. All that stuff is in the house. But I'm about to go ahead and get this topic off, y'all. I can't make my phone call to Jesus, none of that good stuff. Waiting on my wife to get out of the store. And I'm trying not to draw too much attention to myself. I'm making this video in my car, as you can see. Don't really want to draw a lot of attention to myself. But I'm going to go ahead and get this topic off. This is something right here Jesus Christ laid on my spirit. I got some stuff in my notes I want to talk about. But today's topic is going to be closed mouths don't get fed. Is that what you just said, Larry? Yes, that's what I just said. Closed mouths don't get fed. Larry, why do you say that closed mouths don't get fed, guys? What you guys have to understand in this season, guys, if you don't open your mouth and you don't say nothing, closed mouths are not going to get fed. That's what I need you guys to understand. That means if you are in an abusive relationship and you're allowing it to happen, no one's going to know if you don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to know. Nobody gonna know. You gotta open your mouth. You gotta let people know what's going on. If someone is abusing you, if someone is abusing your children, and you don't tell nobody about it, then hey, it's on you at the end of the day. You have to open your mouth. You have to open your mouth, guys, and you have to say something. We got to. We have to. If you want that promotion on your job and you feel like you deserve that promotion on your job, then damn it, you need to open your mouth and you need to say something. I don't know what this message is for. Let's get on in the comment section, y'all. Let's get on here. Let's mazel talk about it. Like I said, y'all, this is a topic right here. It's kind of straight off the dome. I didn't really have this in my notes. I've been kind of thinking about this for the last hour or so. I've been kind of thinking about this topic right here. If you want to ask that girl out on a date, you know what I'm saying? You really, really like this girl. You really, really feeling her. You digging her. You liking her swag. You liking her style. Ask her out. If you don't ask her out, how can you expect her to know she likes you? I don't know what this message is for. Young ladies, if you can ask men out too. Don't get it twisted. If you like a guy and you really feeling him, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. The worst that this person can say is yes or no. The worst they can say is yes or no. Closed mouths don't get fed, y'all. That's today's topic. 532, what's going on with you? Savannah Lopez, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. What's going on with you today? Let me pick your mental today. What's going on with you? Today we talking about closed mouths don't get fed. If you want, what we got to understand in life, y'all, a lot of people don't get things in life because if you have not, you ask. If you ask not, you have not. You know what I'm saying? Even with Jesus Christ, closed mouths don't get fed. You might be saying, I was thinking of that. I was thinking to ask Jesus Christ for that. But I'm talking about in the earthly realm and in the fleshly realm. If you don't ask Jesus Christ for miraculous blessings and breakthroughs, it's not going to happen. I need you guys to understand something else too. If you're not living right and walking right with Jesus Christ, it's not going to happen anyway. But I'm mostly talking about fleshly. Asking people for things. You know what I'm saying? You want that credit card. You ain't even applied for the credit card. Closed mouths don't get fed. How you gonna know if you're not gonna apply for that credit card if you didn't, you gonna get that credit card if you didn't apply for it? I don't know what this message is for, y'all. Let's get in here. Y'all help me out. Get these likes up for me. Let's get the algorithm going, y'all. Y'all do me a favor. Check out my lives, my shorts, my vids. Y'all have some very, very great content. Check out my content, y'all. Check it out, baby. I got some good content, y'all. It ain't too many subscribers. Like I say all the time, there's not too many subscribers that's gonna get in here and shout all y'all out, man. 07P, what's going on with you? Angela Rondan, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day, y'all. Let's get in the comment section. Let's mazel talk about it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't speak up on something and you lost out? I've been in this situation. There was years ago, there was this young lady that I had a crush on. I had a crush on her. Didn't say nothing. Closed mouths don't get fed. Never seen that young lady again. But that's another story within itself. I'm a married man now. But there's no telling where that could have went if I had opened my mouth. It could have been a disaster, but I got the woman in my life. Now I'm just using that as an example. You can miss out on the love of your life by keeping a closed mouth. You can die by keeping a closed mouth. If you see somebody that's in danger, endangerment situation, and you're not opening your mouth, if you're not opening your mouth, a closed mouth will not get fed. Your closed mouth sometimes could cause somebody to get killed. What do you mean by that, Larry? I mean, you might see somebody getting mugged or robbed. If you don't say nothing about it, how somebody gonna know? How the police and authorities gonna know? Instead, y'all, this is what kills me about people. This is what baffles me about people. People would rather watch a person get beat up and stuff and put it on social media instead of turning it into the police. That's crazy to me, man. That baffles me right there, y'all. Please don't be this type of person right here. Closed mouths don't get fed. Don't just sit there and record content of somebody getting lumped upside the head, somebody getting beat up, or somebody getting assassinated, and we putting it all on social media, y'all. We got to stop with this right here. We have to stop with this nonsense. We got to stop with this violence, man. We got to stop with this, good and bad. Closed mouths don't get fed in a good way, in a bad way. Okay, let's we got to stop this right here, man. We got to stop the madness. There's enough nonsense, guys, going on in today's world. It's enough of that. I don't know why we like to add fuel to the fire. I'm not talking about you guys in general. I'm just trying to figure out, I don't know why we like to do that right there. We don't have to do that. U7P, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Today's topic, we talking about closed mouths don't get fed. Literally, if you sit there and somebody, I mean, you can look at it as a literal, or you can look at it as past contents. I'm talking about closed mouths don't get fed. If you trying to feed somebody, they don't want to open their mouth, they ain't gonna put no food in it. You know what I'm saying? Or we talking about in general, just closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't speak up about a certain situation, then it's not gonna happen. Nobody can read your mind. Nobody's a mind reader, y'all. That's what I need you guys to understand. No one can read your mind. Stop thinking people supposed to know stuff, especially ladies. I'm speaking to all the ladies. Women are good for this right here. They'll say, oh, you should know that. No, closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't open your mouth, how am I going to know? Ladies, we got to stop doing this. Y'all are good for this. He should know that. No, he shouldn't know. Now, if you've been married to somebody for a while or something like that, then yeah, you should know some stuff. But most time, y'all, we got to stop assuming people should know things. We got to stop assuming people should know things. 1389, no sir, not gonna happen. Turn down for what, baby? Turn down for what? Would you rather gain weight or gain eagers? What are you talking about? Would you rather gain weight or gain eagers? What are you talking about, man? 7440, what are you talking about? Would I rather gain weight or gain eagers? I don't know what you're talking about right here, big homie. All I know is people got to learn to speak up for themselves. Now, it's one thing if someone is handicapped and has a disability and they can't speak up for themselves. This right here is totally different right there. They're coming, turn off. They're coming, turn off. What are you talking about? 1389, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, y'all. Let's do better in this season. We gotta do better right here. Including myself. Sometimes, y'all, I believe too, closed mouths get fed in good or bad ways. Sometimes I like to think about certain things before I say them. So that's why a lot of times, sometimes I'm at a season now in my life where I don't say certain things because I don't want to word things the wrong way. So sometimes you got to sit back sometime too, and you got to really, really think things out. before we just act upon it, okay? We got to think things out too. Because yes, closed mouths don't get fed, but what you really don't want to do is say something to someone that you're going to regret, guys. That's something you don't want to do right here. You don't want to do that right there. Because once you say it, once you manifest it, once you put it out there in the atmosphere, it's no going back from that. But like I said, if you see somebody getting harmed, you might see somebody getting raped, you see somebody getting mugged, I'm going to let you guys know something. If you don't speak on it and you see these things happening, God is going to hold you guys to a higher standard. That's what I need you guys to know. You will be held to a higher standard. Do you understand my language? No, I do not. 1389. Do you understand my language? Yeah. Yeah, man. We got to do better, man. Like I said, this world is already corrupt enough as it is. I don't know why us as people, guys, we like to add fuel to the fire. Y'all help me help y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. Somebody help me help you. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How can we make the world better? Let's stop just recording stuff. When you see people getting assassinated, people getting killed, mugged, there's nothing funny about that. There's nothing funny about watching somebody getting assassinated. Watching an old lady barely being able to make it across the street and people laughing. That stuff is not funny, y'all. It's nothing funny about it. What are you talking about, 1389? Look, let's stick to the topic, man. You asking me about, do I understand your language? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to, let's try to stick to the topic, y'all. I want to know, have you ever been in a situation where closed mouths haven't got fed? Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't speak up and you lost out on the opportunity? I've been in several situations, guys. Like I told you guys before, what's going on with your, we're going to say, man, I can't pronounce this name. Solid. What's going on with your Solid? Some of y'all names, man, I be doing my best. Do a backflip. I can't do that, big dog. I don't got too old to be doing backflips, dog. I don't got too old for that, cuz you do a backflip. You do a backflip. I don't got too old to be trying to do backflips, man. I'm doing good. Are you okay? I'm doing well. Hope you're having a great day. I'm good. What's going on with you? I'm just trying to tell people that closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths can cause you guys in life to lose out on a lot of opportunities. Closed mouths can do a couple of different things. One, it can cause you to lose out on opportunities. Depending on the circumstance of what's going on, you watch somebody getting mugged, stabbed, robbed, and killed, and bust upside the head, and you're not reporting that to the police, you can cause this person to lose their life. Like I told you guys before, oh yeah, thank you. You nice too. Like I told you guys before, I'm gonna get some more of these shout outs in a minute. About 6 months ago when I was working on my last job, I remember I had my tire was flat. I was sitting in my car recording a live just like I'm doing right now, conversing with you guys. And I had my tire was flat. I had no idea that my tire was flat, guys. And I was recording my video at about 7 o'clock, 7:30 this morning. And I asked the guy, I said, he said, hey man, you had a flat tire? I said, really? No, I didn't know that. He said, yeah, your tire was flat. I noticed it at 7 o'clock this morning. Why didn't you tell me at 7 o'clock this morning? It was at this time it was 9:30. Closed mouths don't get fed. Sometimes too, like I said, y'all, withholding information can get you in trouble. And that's gotta be, that regret gonna stick with you for the rest of your life. You're talking about this world. Let me tell you, I've watched OS for years, sight like a Bastor. I mean, you live in a baby world. Killing is normal. No, killing is not normal, man. I disagree with that right there. See, what the problem I have is when people say stuff like that, people try to normalize these things. Just because the world normalized something doesn't mean that it's okay, guys. That's what I need you. That's okay, Jason Kelly, but I love you today, though, brother. I love you. You hate me, but I love you. I love you, though. Yeah. What are you talking about, kid? I don't know what he talking about. You, what country are you in? I'm in the United States. Okay, Turkey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, y'all, we got to stop doing that right there. Yeah, we got to stop doing that. Yeah, man. Like I said, this topic right here, y'all, that I got on here talked about just today. This was a topic that I really wasn't even sure. I had God just laid this on my spirit right here. He laid this topic on my spirit. Um, I really wasn't gonna talk about this, but I said I'm gonna get on in here and I'm a mazel talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The topic I wanted to talk about is in my notes, and I would have to go in my phone to figure out what I want to talk about. Ooh, Lord, bless me. Yeah, that pollen, y'all. That pollen is real thick out here. Free Sudan. He say free Sudan. You CJ? No, I'm not CJ. My name's Larry, big dog. My name is Larry. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. What do you want to talk about? What you want to talk about, man? Y. I'm sorry, ITY. I apologize. It's late, y'all. John O. ITY. But I'm gonna tell you what we're talking about today, man. Today we're talking about closed mouths don't get fed. That's today's topic. But you more than welcome to tell me about what's going on in your life. I'm here to listen. As long as y'all get in here, what I need you guys to understand, as long as you get on my channel and you respect me, I respect you. If you get in here talking crazy, I won't even entertain it. I promise you. I'll try not to even let that stuff. I'm not going to entertain nonsense. I'm going to do a couple different things. I'm going to put you in your place, and then I will ignore your ass. I'm just letting you know straight up. You get in here talking crazy, I'm going to put you in your place. So don't say I didn't warn you. That's all I can say right there. All right, so what's up? What's up, John Off? What you want to talk about? I just told you what the message was. Like I said, today's message is closed mouths don't get fed. But tell me about what's going on in your life. I want to know what's going on in your life. Is there a situation where you've ever encountered a situation where you not opening your mouth? Did it harm you? Did it harm the individual? I want to know that. Or would just simply tell me what's on your mind, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. Keep the likes going. Keep them going. I appreciate that. Is it night in your country? Yes, it is night here, man. It is approximately 10:51 p.m. as we speak. Right now, it is approximately 10:51 at night. You said it harmed me. What happened, if you mind me asking? What happened in this situation, if you mind conversing about it? If you're not comfortable, we don't have to converse about it. But if you mind, let's talk about it. What happened in this situation? What happened? And I'm trying to see if I can think of some things that I can tell you while you're getting in the comment section. But when people, what do you say? But when people, but when talk people think I'm the problem. Why do people think you're the problem? 1389, Larry, it's not just in your country, same here in France. Oh, okay. Okay, it's in France too. But why do people think you the problem, bro? Let's figure this out right here. I want to know why people think you're the problem. But I need you to understand too, man. Sometime, most time, what I need you guys to understand, when you are doing everything possible that you can do, most time people are gonna make it seem like you're the problem. I want you to know that all the time. Most time when you are the good guy, you're gonna always seem to be the problem because you're not of the world, guys. What I need you guys, when you're of the world, you're never gonna be the problem. The minute you go against the grain and you start doing things the godly way, that's when people will be against you. That's when you're the problem. You're never the problem as long as you're going with the flow. You never the problem if you don't go to work and don't complain about nothing, working long, extended hours and complaining about safety. I remember one time I went to my supervisor, I complained about a nail being in the truck. I was the problem. That's crazy. I mean, one time I told my manager that there was mold growing in the coffee pot. I was the problem. See, people want you to sit there and be stagnant and doormat, and they don't want you to say nothing. But the minute you start speaking your mind, you will become a problem. It's sad, though. I think it's because I say things that they don't want to hear. That's exactly it right there. I wish you have a wonderful life. I wish you have a wonderful life as well, man. All of y'all. Let me read that again. what did he say, ITY. He said, I think it's because I say things that they don't want to hear. But see, you're just being honest. But I'm going to be honest with you too, man. Sometimes, and I'm just telling you this from experience, sometimes we have to be very careful how we say things. You know, closed mouths don't get fed. It's nothing wrong with sometimes speaking your mind, but I think sometimes, man, if we're not careful in this season of our lives, it can get us in trouble, y'all. The tongue is very powerful. Yes, closed mouths don't get fed, but you want to watch how you say things, y'all. That's why I say I want us to sometimes sit back and think about things. Now, I get sometimes you have to react to certain situations a little bit faster, and I understand that. But sometimes you got to be very careful. Just think things out. But I'm going to just tell you this right here. Keep speaking your mind. You know, if you have something in your mental and you feel like someone is disrespecting you in any kind of way, you need to speak up, because if you don't, people will continue to run all over you. What did it say right here? Z5W, I love you too, man. You a king as well. I love you as well. Robert, you can't call me kid. Okay, y'all got to squash that thing on out, big homie. I'm trying to improve my conversation skills. Okay, what are you trying to work on? I want to know what's some things that you're trying to work on. Like you said, you're trying to improve your conversation skills. Let's see if I can help you out in this department right here. What is it right here? Nip Jimmy, you're weird as hell. Anyone who knows you probably know this. Y'all, listen, let's get in here. Let's try to be positive, y'all. I don't even like watching other people argue in my chat. If we can, let's try to get along right here, y'all. Listen, we can do this right here. Let's go ahead and get along. Let's be very careful of our words. Let's respect one another's opinion. All right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. One thing about me, if somebody get on here cracking jokes, roasting them, I put them in their place, but I'm trying to work on that too, y'all. I'm trying to work on that. This is something I have to work on too, because sometimes I get here and people really piss me off. It's something I'm working on, but I understand closed mouths don't get fed. But sometimes you can say too much. Sometimes you can overfill somebody's mental saying too much. We got to be careful of this right here. To answer your question, eyes are sold. I am 38 years old. Okay, what do you say right here? ITY. I'm trying to connect with people on a meaningful level. I'm improving, but I'm still struggling with it. Tell me how you're struggling. That's what I want to know. I appreciate that 1389. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's talk about this. Let's mazel talk about this. Maybe sometime we can say too much. Believe it or not. Sometimes we can put too much out there. Sometimes we can be overly spoken. I know a lot of people tell me that I'm overly spoken. Sometimes I can say too much. We gotta ask Jesus Christ, man, in this season of our lives to give us a gift of discernment. What is a gift of discernment? That means I think a gift of discernment is further than intuition. A lot of people always say intuition. Intuition is something, a feeling. God gives you a gift of discernment. A discernment is something that God gives you. Intuition is something that you just feel. Your intuition is that feeling you get inside. A discernment is God speaking to you. We got to ask God for a gift of discernment, what we shall say, what we should say to people. All right? Now let's see what he said right here. Relationships not necessarily about dating, just being good with people. Hey, man, I'm going to just say this right here, man. Sometimes you can be good to people, man, and keep doing what you're doing, but people sometimes, man, unfortunately, some people are just not going to like you. And I'm not saying you in general. Sometimes you can try to be nice. You can try to be cordial with people. Sometimes people are not just going to like you. And that's something that we just have to come to realization and realize. But I feel like I'm going to just say this right here. As long as you're treating people right and you giving them the utmost respect, you doing your part. I wouldn't really worry about it too much. I really wouldn't sweat it like that. As long as you know you treating people right and you giving them the utmost respect, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. So, okay, and I wish you for have a super nice life. Okay, I greatly appreciate that. But that's all we can really do right there. If someone tries to fight me, your type, dude, I would ask for help. Okay, I greatly appreciate that 5T edits. Yeah, man, but I'm a lover. I try not to fight, you know what I'm saying? One thing about me, they say closed mouths don't get fed. I am the type. I ask Jesus Christ to give me a discernment, y'all. We got to understand, too, when I say closed mouths don't get fed, I'm not talking about, y'all, if somebody give you the finger at the light, or you giving out, you sticking your middle finger up at somebody at the light. That right there can get your head blown off. Don't do that right there. If somebody cut you off at the light, somebody cut you off, or something like that, somebody say something foul to you, they say you're driving too slow, they honking the horn. We got to learn in this season, guys, to let things go. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie called The Hinge. It's an older movie, a heavyset white guy, I forgot. But the lady constantly kept blowing her horn. She had her 2 kids in the back seat. I guess she was late for wherever she was going. For some reason, she kept blowing the horn. That lady caused her entire family to get killed just by her just blowing the horn. Just by her just blowing the horn, y'all. That's why we got to be very careful in this season. We got to stop being hotheads. Sometimes I could be a hothead sometimes. What's a hothead? Somebody that just like to fly off at the mouth. I used to be this guy. Fly off at the mouth and say whatever I said. I thought I was big and bad until I got put in my place. Sometimes, y'all, it take us to be put in our place. But when I went to jail before because of my mouth. So that's why I said there's nothing wrong with telling people what's on your mind or speaking up for yourself, but sometimes, like I say, we can say too much, and sometimes saying too much can get us in a world of trouble. So we got to be very careful of that. So you've seen the movie before. It's a great movie, though. It's a really, really, really good movie. But that movie right there should show you. That movie right there should teach you a lot to keep your mouth shut. You know, I don't know about y'all. I'm 38 years old. I'm getting to a stage now in my life where I don't want no smoke. You know, I listen, I let a lot of things go. Somebody cut me, and you know, if I'm driving and somebody cut me, I let them have it. I blow the horn for safety. Now, you got to use your common sense, too. Now, if somebody's cutting you off on the road, you want to blow your horn to let the individual know that they're going to cause an accident. I'm talking about excessive horn blowing. I'm talking about taking your hand and beep, excessive horn blowing. It don't take all that. Just blow your horn, boop, and be done with it. Okay, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. All right, y'all, but listen, I know it's better to walk away, but I live a life of walking away. People don't respect that. But listen, I'm going to tell you something right now, man. It's better to be able to walk away to see another day than to walk away with a bullet in your back. I'm just being real with you. It's better to walk away because listen, what good does it do to try to prove a point and then you dead? Now you 6 feet under. What good does that do? That doesn't do anything. You trying to prove a point to show how tough you are. Then as you walk away, they shooting you. It doesn't make any sense. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here because I got to go inside of here, this store, and I got to go pick my wife up. Like I told you guys before, you guys make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button, okay? That way when I drop these vids, like I say all the time, you guys are the first to be everything notified, okay? Make sure y'all do that. I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Blessings to y'all. I'm out of here like last year. Cook, boom, peace, bless you. All right. Love y'all. Peace.